Hi, Eric Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic with 30 years of experience. In the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2014 Kia Sportage so you can make yourself an informed decision. Now, coming in on the front right tire, you've got about 30% tread. Definitely down, but not quite out. But yeah, no, it's definitely down. At least it'll get you through the rest of the season here. Now, coming behind the front right tire, first thing I want to point out is that this is the outer CV boot. Now, it's full of grease, and if it was ripped, you'd see grease all over the place. That is not important because it keeps the axle lubricated. Now, right there, that's your outer tie rod, your right outer tie rod. That is critical. It's the only thing that holds the wheel to the steering, and it is tight. This is your lower ball joint here on your front right side, and that is tight. On your brakes, you've got brand new brakes. Brand new brakes and rotors. You got 50,000 K, so you're not gonna have to worry about brakes at any time soon. This is your right sway bar link connected from here up to there. Now, important to be connected because it dampens the sway when you go around the corner. This is your right front spring suspension here. Okay, now spring suspension, no cracks, no break. More importantly, inside, you notice that very dry and clean. That's important because this is full of oil. If it was leaking, you'd see it dripping all the way down there, and that needs to be dry. Now, speaking of dry, I am looking under the motor here for any indication of leakage. Now, that's the bottom of the oil pan right there. And see for yourself, very clean, very dry. And that is a leak point. If it was going to leak, it would leak right there. In fact, I'm not seeing any indication of leak so far. So brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, on the front right, I'm not seeing any issues so far. Now, coming back to the right rear tire, again, brand new brakes and rotors on the rear, 50,000 K, lots and lots of brakes. So on here, now your right rear shock. Now, same thing. This is full of oil. If it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way along here, and that is bone dry. Very important. Now, your tires are definitely worn out. Oh yeah, you're gonna need a right rear tire, 100%. Now, coming behind the right rear tire, the sway bar link is connected from here to here. Right, the right rear sway bar link is connected and doing its job. Your right rear spring suspension intact and doing its job. The outer CV boot, a little harder to see. I'll try to get you a shot here. Okay. Where are you? Okay. Yeah, your right rear CV boot, there you are. Your right rear CV boot is full of grease, and if it was ripped, you'd see it right away. Your inner CV boot, good and dry. More importantly, bottom of the diff right here, this is a leak point. If it was going to leak, you'd see it right here, bone dry. So, brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, I'm not seeing anything on the right rear. Definitely you need a right rear tire. Okay, on the left front tire, brand new brakes and rotors all the way around. Great, 50,000 K. The left front strut. Now, spring suspension intact, and more importantly, see inside, good and dry. The right sway bar link connected from there to there. The left sway bar link. Left outer CV boot, intact, no cracks, no rips. The left lower ball joint is intact, doing its job. The outer tie rod on the left is tight, critical, holds the wheel to the steering. Again, just a quick shot under the tranny right there, bone dry. That is always a good sign. Yeah, and your tire, definitely down. I'm thinking you're going to need a set of 4 tires there, 100%. Now, this is your catalytic converter. Nothing wrong with it. Big problem though, people are reaching under and going cut and going cut, and you've got yourself about $1,000 repair. Now, if you buy the vehicle, come to me because I'm going to give you this 3 for free, and one of the 3 for frees is a catalytic theft protection system. So that's going to stop this cat from getting stolen. Okay, left rear shock, good and dry. Left rear brakes, brand new rotors and pads. Definitely you need yourself a set of at least 2 rear tires. The fronts are passable, but they're down as well, but definitely you need 2 rear tires. Now, coming behind the rear left tire, sway bar link, there you go, right from there to there, intact, doing its job. The outer CV boot, good and dry. The inner CV boot, good and dry. More importantly, bottom of the diff, very clean. Your spring suspension intact, no cracks, no breaks. Yeah, brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, I'm not seeing any issues on the back except for 2 tires. Okay, now checking the with my scanner, no powertrain DTCs or diagnostic trouble codes present, which is a good sign. No cracks in your windshield. Dash very clean. K very low. 119, no, 112, 24, not 112, 943, very low K. So now I'll take you out and show you the condition of the motor. Okay, now with the motor running, it is running very smooth. And a shot of the exhaust with the motor running, very clean. One thing I always want to do is take off the oil cap and take a look underneath for any kind of white goo, which would be a mixture of oil and antifreeze. Very important. If that is, then there's an internal leak, which would be a big problem, and I don't see any indication of that at all in this motor. In fact, I don't hear any indication of any problem on this motor, and the only problem I know that I can find with this car is the fact that your front tires are down, back tires worn out. Other than that, I am not seeing any issues here that need to be dealt with at any time soon. So hopefully this will help me make an informed decision. And remember, if you buy, contact me for the 3 for free. Have a great one.